The Speaker Podcast recaps some of our top conversations from 2023. We had the honor of sitting down with some amazing people throughout the year. Take a look at the behind the scenes conversation with the one and only Lucress Irizarry. In this journey, like being in front of the camera, talking to people, asking questions, being engaging. There was a point in time when I started podcasting, I wasn't live. I was just doing the audio because I could hide behind the microphone and not be seen, and it was okay. But then the pandemic came, and it was like, no, now you have to connect. People have to see you because our society on a global level has shifted into a whole nother space. And so yeah, I could have continued doing the audio version, but saying, you know what, you do have something to say. The world needs to hear what you have to say, but you can't keep hiding behind the camera. You do have to get in front. And so when you're consulting people, Lucress, what is something that you've noticed when you're noticing that you're coaching or consulting someone and you're realizing this is deeper than their brand? This is something where I'm having to push them as far as maybe a confidence level or just affirming that person.
It's interesting that you talked about the confidence piece of it. So I first had to work on myself before I even had the opportunity to coach someone specifically on their confidence, because I have done that. And for me, I thought I was, an expert, if you will, in speaking, because I've spoken in boardrooms and in auditoriums. I've spoken to large audiences, but for whatever reason, speaking to someone or millions potentially, or hundreds of thousands, or even thousands through social media was nerve wracking. Full transparency, it was nerve wracking to me. And so when I did something very similar to you, which is I had to have that practice space. So I created a little group on Facebook, and I was just going live in that group. I wasn't going live on Facebook completely until I was very comfortable in that space. Fast forward, after going live in the group and being comfortable, then someone came to me and said, I need help with my confidence, because they didn't feel comfortable just within themselves. And I just thought that was very interesting. Here I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be relationships. Oh, it's going to be, career or business. But this particular thing was confidence. And so it all stemmed from, the beginning. You got to take people back to the beginning. Now, I'm not trauma informed or trauma trained or anything like that. So I don't get into people's trauma, but we do have to take a look at the past and what's holding them back, and what messages did they hear when they were growing up and when they were developing, that they internalized, that now makes them think that they're not good enough to be seen, that their voice is not worth anything, that they have no value. And so those are some of the things that we had to work through. And I said that, you belong here. Everybody belongs where they are. God didn't make any mistakes when he created any of us. We all have a purpose and we all have a responsibility to shine.